What's up, everybody? This is Karama, contributing editor to SYFY WIRE, and we are here at the Society of Illustrators at the Art of Mignola exhibit. Mike, you gotta tell me, like, what's it like seeing all of your amazing work all in one place, surrounded you?
It's very strange because I'm generally really unhappy with my own work. But 10 years ago or whatever, I started saving the few bits that I didn't hate. So when this show came up, we made the show out of the bits I've saved over the years that I don't hate. So it's the first time I can ever remember walking down a hallway of my work, and it's all the stuff that worked. It's I don't know what percentage it is of my body of work. It's a pretty small percentage, but it's like, for me at least, in my opinion, it's my best of.
Now, I know this is like asking which one of your children is your favorite, but Hellboy, B.P.R.D, Screw on Head, Baltimore, like what is your favorite piece or favorite run that you worked on?
I can't answer that one easy because I'm so proud of the fact that I created the whole Hellboy thing. It's, I think, rare for a guy to create something that kind of turns into something. And after 25 years of Hellboy, it hasn't gone away, so I guess I did create something that's, I'm not saying it's going to be forever, but I created something that's fairly solid. But for me personally, it's the stories I did, the short stories that go with The Amazing Screw-On Head. Because that was the stuff I did just to entertain myself, and it's the most me. So there's a lot of that in the show. But that Screw-On Head book was a book, the only thing I've ever done, I think, that I felt like I got it right the first time.
The other works of yours obviously have been put to screen, so what does it feel like when you see that, as well as obviously Hellboy and things like Gotham by Gaslight, basically animating your original stories and ideas?
It's weird. It's hardest with Hellboy because that's the most mine of the things that. Well, actually, Screw-On Head was really difficult because it's so much my thing, and anytime anybody's going to do something like that, they're going to change it. So I've never been able to watch the Amazing Screw-On Head cartoon. A lot of people really like it, but I can't look at it because when I look at it, I just go, my stuff's not supposed to look like that. Even though everybody thinks it looks just like my work, but I can tell the difference. And then the movie stuff, it's so much somebody else's version of my thing. It's generally pretty easy to distance myself once it's made. When they're writing it, it's really difficult because then you kind of go, no, don't change this, don't change that, or but you have to kind of let it go and tell yourself repeatedly it's somebody else's version. Hopefully it stays true in some way to the spirit of the original thing.
So with this new Hellboy live action coming out, did you, seeing the previous one, have anything that you just had to tell them? Like, look, this time don't do this.
There was some of that. I think the original idea with this one was to do something. I don't want to say anything bad about the Del Toro movies because they're great and they're Del Toro movies, and I got amazingly fortunate having Del Toro, do two Hellboy movies. But they were a little light, and especially the second one was a little bit comedic, and I really wanted to see something that was a little darker. So when we started talking about directors for the new one, and Neil Marshall's name came up, and I'm a big fan of Neil Marshall stuff, and he's made one of my favorite scary movies. And I said, yeah, if Neil does it, that would certainly be a very different thing than the Del Toro thing. We didn't want something that felt like somebody else kind of trying to follow in Del Toro's footsteps. Del Toro's were very unique, let them stand on their own. Now let's just do, say, similar material, but just let somebody else put their stamp on it.